Hello, it's me.
What is going on, YouTube? So good to see you. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks again for all the support. Make sure you watch the entirety of the video. This is a good one. So, as you don't know, or you do know, Trump is projecting to um, do a ballroom completely funded out of his own pocket. He is not taking a salary for president. He's not taking a penny from the American people, and he is using his wealth to add on to the White House. Now, what they are trying to do right now is they are trying to destroy the White House. So now the Democrats, because Trump wants to do it free with his money, the Democrats want to watch him burn and end up in jail and destroy his family and kill everyone. That's what the Democrats want to do. So what's happening right now is they're discussing some really good topics on the Trump ballroom, and they're going to get into detail here. So take a look at this.
Well, on to this. Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell slamming the White House's new.
This guy right here is an actual. He is actually evil. Like there's no denying it. Like look at some of his stuff.
Ballroom while giving his party a strange ultimatum, posting on X this: "Don't even think of seeking the Democratic nomination for president unless you pledge to take a wrecking ball to the Trump ballroom on day one."
He's literally paying for it out of his own pocket. Now listen to this, Democrats. Any Democratic president that comes into the White House, you get to use his furniture. You get to sit in his house. You get to use the fruits of his labor. Why would you want to destroy it? If it's going to be several $100 million, $400 million, just imagine the cathedral-sized addition that they could do or add. And you can claim it as your own. You can, I don't know, you can bring hookers in there. You can have freaky, wild political Christmas parties in there. You can put pin the tail on the Trump in there. But don't destroy it. Like, are you insane?
Curious new Democratic platform.
That's a rhetorical question,
The
yes.
California congressman now facing intense backlash from Republicans.
Okay.
Law professor Jonathan Turley, who labeled his comments as reckless, with former Trump advisor Jason Miller calling the lawmaker an idiot. Saving no words there. Even
That's
the
nice.
Washington Post editorial board seems to be defending the president's renovation project. That's surprising, noting that the White House needs more space for events.
Look, guys. In all of the past, since we have had George Washington, the first president, many presidents, and I do mean many, have added on, destroyed, gotten rid of, added on to the White House. And there is nothing illegal about it. They have the right to do so. They are within the power to do so. And all that has to be delegated is the funding. Well, Trump said, I'll pay for it. So there's nothing wrong. He can do pretty much whatever he wants because he is the active president at the time. There's no law or statute in the Constitution that says thou shalt not destroy part of the White House. The press room that you see these interviews on, that Caroline Leavitt does and answers all the reporters, that is actually the old swimming pool, if you didn't know. So that was one of the presidents took that and created a press room because they ran out of space and needed a press room. So there you have it.
And must evolve with America. Guy, I thought I was dreaming when I read the Washington Post editorial board say privately many alumni of the Biden and Obama White Houses acknowledge the long overdue need for event space. That's the Washington Post.
Yeah.
They're making some editorial changes over at that paper.
Them's Democrats, by the way.
You spent a lot more time at the White House than I have. I was an intern back in the day. You had a slightly more important position there.
But hey, interns are important.
Some interns more than others. But I think
say the dadgum thing.
The rentals and the tents and all these things that had to be brought in temporarily for any number of events, which seemed kind of crazy. Like, I understand why some people on the left who hate Trump see the East Wing being demolished and it's got his imprint on it and he's a builder and they can't stand it. It's a bit jarring and galling.
Look, dude, like if Trump builds it, it's gonna dadgum last, and it's gonna be good. He's gonna spare no expense. It's gonna be structurally sound. It's gonna have the best people in the world working on it, and all future presidents will get to enjoy it. And then if they want to tear it down, they can. They have the right to. But just putting out a blanket statement, just saying like, hey, if you want to be a Democratic, first of all, he assumes there's going to be a Democratic nominee that's going to make it to even run against Trump or JD or Marco or whoever the next Republican guy is going to be, DeSantis. Right now, the Democrats are in a grave that they've dug themselves in. And I guarantee you, I'm almost willing to bet that the next two presidential elections will both be Republican. I don't see the Democrats having anyone who's a tenth as strong as the weakest person on the Republican Party at this point.
Happened so quickly.
And comments like this assure me of that.
The glaring need for this type of space has been obvious for a while. And the Eric Swalwell tweet, that is just resistance slop. Every president
makes me want to put a dip in.
Will use this space because it's practical. The Democrats might rename it after someone like Barack Obama, but then they will all line up because it's actually needed.
100%. And he wants everyone there for the presidency to vow to take a wrecking ball. I mean, that strikes me as a really silly.
She genuinely looks like Barbie.
Platform, but I guess you expect silly and frivolous from Eric.
Yeah, what Democrat platform at this point is not silly and frivolous? We talked about this in the big
She has a point.
And my point that I made over the weekend, it's so laughable, you almost have to laugh at this. Democrats are going from one outrage campaign to the other.
I mean, they kind of are. They have no leg to stand on. Like, not only are they unintelligent, which I genuinely think they are, they just don't get it. Like, the more they do stupid stuff like this, the more stupid prizes they're going to win. They've already alienated, 50-60% of their voter base previously. Like, they're gone. And the states actually that used to be predominantly blue are now entirely red now. They're not even purple. Like, the Democrats have no chance. Like, a moderate or an independent has a better chance of becoming president than anyone on the Democratic side. Like, AOC thinks she's going to run for president. That's hilarious. It'll never happen. She will never be the president. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you guys.
Going to stick with the American people. They haven't found it yet, right?
Woo!
They have the no kings and the queers for Palestine, LGBTQ.
I can't believe she just hit queers for Palestine on the on Fox News. I thought that would be like a buzzword, like, ooh, probably shouldn't say that.
All this is where are the American people going to finally side with us? And now they've chosen the ballroom. That's what they think is going to do it. That's the priority.
We have to fight the Republicans on the frickin' ballroom. We can't do anything else, so we've got to take this win, guys. All right, who's left? Schumer? No. Hakeem, are you down? AOC, are you down? Oh, you've got something this weekend? Oh, your girlfriend? Oh, okay, yeah, maybe next time. All right, we'll be back. Give us a couple of weeks. We're going to storm it.
Right now, they think they're going to stir up this outrage. I think a better question would be, and one I would actually pose is, okay, instead of taking a wrecking ball to it, can we have all the Democrats vow that they won't use it?
Yeah.
Let's just get that out on the record.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a 2028. We got Gavin Newsom as
the
president.
Hey, Trump, let's put something into law that states you must have permission from a committee or a board to destroy the White House. Let's do something about that. I think we're within our power to at least push something up the pipeline that both people could agree to. I mean, obviously, if Trump decided, well, hey, we don't really need a White House. Why don't we just demolish the whole thing and build a fun park, like an amusement park? I'm pretty sure someone would have a problem with that. So I think it might be a good thing that he says, well, hey, if anybody can destroy this thing, I'll just work out of my jet airplane flying to all these countries. I don't even need an office. I don't even need the White House. We'll just demolish it and see how the Democrats fight him on that.
Gavin, promise you're not going to use that ballroom. That's what I would like to get on the record.
Yeah, well, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, he has an idea of what
Hakeem.
Ballroom. Let's listen.
This is part of what Donald Trump has.
I think Hakeem Jeffries, and I'm trying to be as kind as I can be. I think he is one of the most unintelligent people on planet Earth. And I think that the amount of time he spends lying and trying to cover up his lies, because all of his stuff is public, by the way. 99% of his career is public. I can look up clips of him literally defaming himself with statements that he's made towards other people that he's caught in the act doing. And I can do it for about, I looked up 25 things. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, this guy's a liar. Like, for sure. The king of liars. And he's not even that good at lying. Like, everyone tells a little white lie every now and then. It's not good. We forgive it, whatever. This guy literally cannot stop. Like, he is a pathological liar. There is not 1 ounce of wisdom or truth that is coming out of his mouth. He believes he's justified in what he's saying, and it's completely delusional. It's not based on fact. This guy just like lives in his own head, like in Disneyland, and then just yells things at people. I mean, he's at least Obama. I mean, he's kind of like a dollar store Barack Obama or a clearance aisle Barack Obama, but he's not as smart as Obama. And Obama's one of the most racist, ignorant presidents that we've ever had. He was one of the worst. He gave Jimmy Carter a run for his money. And then Biden was worse than him. It's incredible. Imagine how Hillary would have done, or AOC.
Has been doing since day one of his presidency, running the largest pay-to-play scheme in the history of the country.
That, first of all, I would like to see some facts. Second of all, that's not true at all. He's funding it with his own money, and there is no benefit or incentive for him to do that other than for him to have more space and to make things. He's basically trying to make a legacy like Donald Trump was here, which isn't a problem. I mean, once he's done with his second term, he's done. Like let the man spend his own money. You don't have to destroy it. The next Democratic president in 30 years, maybe they can enjoy it,
And probably soliciting donations from people who've got business before the United States.
The renovation right now is tallied at $394 million. Donald Trump has tens of billions of dollars. Why would he do a GoFundMe? He's not even taking a salary for presidency. Come on. I mean, you can't be this dumb. I mean, I guess you can.
United States government. And all of this is going to have
to
be investigated. It will. All of this will have to be uncovered. It will. And these people are going to be held.
Wrong. It does not need to be investigated. They're following a precedent, P-R-E-C-I, precedent that has been followed by all previous presidents, and they're doing nothing wrong, nothing illegal. He's funding it with his own money. He is 100% legal and in the right to do so. Period.
Accountable.
Emily, if you listen carefully, he wants taxpayer dollars to fund an investigation of a privately funded ballroom.
Just like he wants taxpayers' dollars to go towards illegal. 1.5 trillion, actually.
Yeah. Hey, guys, let's take something free that benefits everyone and then waste our
tax
dollars investigating it.
Sick 'em.
I am so tired of credibility being shattered the instant these individuals
I love this girl.
get on camera or behind their X accounts. And it is so frustrating for me as an American constituent to have to.
Guys, look, I'm married. I know I'm married. I love my wife with all my heart. But when I see a woman do something like this and just speak truth and just come from a good place and just be like, y'all is crazy, there is something beautiful about it. It may be a Southern thing. It may be the fact that I live in Mississippi. You see? You see that? I'm proud of that. I bought it at Walmart for $5 on clearance. But man, she is an attack dog. I love this woman. This woman may be, I mean, if my wife ends up passing for some reason, I'm holding tryouts. And if she's in line, she automatically gets it. She don't have to say nothing. She just shows up. I know who she is. She can come on through. She'll be all right.
To deal with a consistent bile being dripped and dropped and spewed.
Get him, girl. Get him.
And Eric and everyone else that is doing it for the clickbait rather than serving their constituents.
Ooh, that
and
truth.
The thought that the destruction of the ballroom
smooth like butter on a biscuit.
Haven't you guys ever been somewhere where it's sort of larger than life in your head, and then you arrive and you're like, oh, it's tiny, it's sort of shabby. Like, I love the fact that this upgrade will now be commensurate with the goals.
Everybody gets to benefit
for America, and also the commensurate respect that we want to afford our guests. our esteemed guests that are the heads of states of our partners around the globe.
Right. This is and what this actually is good for is for future presidents. The more beautiful the ballroom is, the more elegant, the more esteemed, the more well built. It's going to help with business deals. It's going to help with reputation. It's going to help with respect. All of these things Trump understands. It seems like the American people don't. And the reality is when you play with the big boys, the smallest things you would think never matter actually do matter. And Trump's very aware of that. This is good for all presidents, including Democratic presidents, if there happens to be one in the next 20 years. This is a good thing for them, seriously.
But for some very
Like,
small,
just mooch off of it. Just leech, man. It's a free win.
Come from Iowa, and then he moved to Dublin, California, and pretends to be from the Bay Area. For Eric Swalwell to now
dude's a
pretend to
crook,
be him
man.
and think that he has some way in about it. Americans care deeply about a lot of other things.
That's right.
But them sort of being hyper about this and then pledging our tax dollars to investigate it. Where were you, by the way, in your investigations of corruption under the prior 4 years?
Yeah. Where were you when Biden was taking over power? Oh, that's right. You were receiving a check.
That's when we need.
That's right. Oh, I forgot. My
We're in the
bad.
middle of a shutdown that has 42 million people about to miss out as of November 1st on their public assistance to eat in this country.
Yep.
You will hear me talk about food insecurity a lot, even outside.
Here's the thing. The Democrats think that they're doing the right thing by giving health care. Well, here's the thing. If you don't feed people, they die. Okay? So the Democrats are killing people now. At first, it wasn't enough. At first, we wanted all the illegals to have health care. Okay, whatever. We got rid of the illegals. Well, we still want illegals, and we hate deportation and anti-ICE everything. Okay, I give you that. Y'all are all about it. Whatever. And now they're hurting their own people on SNAP, the military, airline flights, all of these government programs and assistance is now they can't pay for it. There's not enough money coming in right now to fund this beast. And the Democrats know it. So the Democrats are factually now killing people. They're holding people hostage because if they don't get what they want, they're going to keep the government shut down. There's 60 votes that need to happen. Republicans own 53 of those votes, okay? So there's still 7 votes that need to happen, and they have to come from Democrats, period. All Democrats voted no. That's why the government shut down. That's why people aren't eating. That's why people are going to die. End of story. Amen. Boo-hoo.
Side of a shutdown. So I know we tipped into a really dangerous place for people with young kids and their families.
We're still in a
Everybody
dangerous
who's going
place.
to miss that money. The fact that he would talk about using our tax dollars.
What's better? Health care for dead people or to make sure that people are alive and eating and then work on health care? I'll give you a second, Hakeem. Dollar store, 50-cent Barack Obama.
To go after something that is free between the president and his donors, $250 million estimated right now, when through Congress, the Kennedys were cleared $376 million to redo the Rose Garden and some other things. Now, it's reported that maybe they didn't use it on all of those things.
That was one of
Did we
4
get the
presidents,
receipts
by
and
the way, who did
refund of
that.
the American public on that $376 million? No, we
No,
didn't.
no.
And I refuse to take the judgment about right and wrong
Right.
from Representative Eric Swalwell anymore.
Well, I mean, when you're a pathological liar and everything you say can be fact-checked and is proven to be a lie, why would you trust him? Why would you trust? I mean, it's like, there's plenty of examples, but y'all get what I'm saying.
It took the FBI to get him up off that woman, Christine Fang, who was a Chinese spy. Full stop.
Fang Fang.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, she just destroyed him. Did y'all hear that? Let's run that back.
Fang Fang.
Spy. Get him up off that woman, Christine Fang, who was a Chinese spy. Full stop.
Fang Fang.
That's in Mississippi. That's called mic drop. Get up out of there, girl. Sick 'em.
What's her name? Fang Fang. All right.
She said.
Hey, everyone, Ponyo.
Oh my goodness. This is some clown stuff. This is a clown fiesta. I watched a guy play League of Legends once. He was a streamer, and every time he'd get into some hood stuff, he'd like start screaming at the camera and he'd go clown fiesta. So that was a clown fiesta. I don't know how much political channels are into video games. I play them every now and then. I really don't have much time to play them, but I do enjoy a good video game every now and then. So I hope you guys got something out of that. If anything else, at least you laughed a little bit. And I appreciate everyone who watched the entirety of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave me some feedback. If I suck, tell me I suck. And maybe I'll go take you out and we can have a beer. But anyway, take care, guys. Love you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.